Yeah. A life of freedom. Be true to yourself. Um, in all of my relationships, I have never, Charlie didn't run me. Terrence didn't run me at all. But I aim to please, however, in my relationships, but I maintain my freedom. Y'all seen some of the videos that I had with Terrence. Of course, his ass, yeah, he was for that. But I have to give him props because he was the one that helped to elevate my self-esteem. I I'm appreciative of that. But as far as my, my boob job, my BBL, my Brazilian butt lift, I did that in my single days. I don't believe that. Well, I'm not sure because Terrence, he didn't. He thought I was really tripping when I got the tattoos on my head. But he supported me, right? I've buried three of my family members in the last 12 months: my dad, my ex husband, and now my nephew. All of them are varying ages. My daddy was in his 70s something, Charlie 60, Major 32. And so it shows me even more that I am going to continue to live my life, not lodged in the crack of folks' eyes at all. When I was speaking, because they asked for um, close friends to have words, and Coach Moore got up. He was really good, and we talked about Major, so it was just one person. In the funeral, I mean, in the program, my sister had an idea to put the quotes that different ones said about Major in the program, and that was really cool. So it's like they're speaking. Those are from friends. And then they asked for a close relative, and I stood up. I don't wait on nobody. If I have something on my heart to say at a funeral, I'm not waiting to be second in line. I don't need to compare none of that. I'm gonna jump up and be the first one. And so I was, and if you notice, I was standing in front of the coffin. They had the casket. Everybody else went up on the pulpit. And I said, well, I don't want to go up there. I said, because I'm afraid you're not going to see me, because I am petite. People started laughing. And so I just began to talk loud like this. And they said they could actually hear me. Place was packed all the way to the back, out in the foyer and what have you. But when I was up speaking, just like it was when I was up speaking at my dad's funeral, after it was over, I had so many people just coming up to me, and I just couldn't believe how many people were coming up to me. And they were going on. That was like amazing. I talked about blended. That's what I talked about at my dad's funeral. At Major's funeral, I talked about family being everything, and how that we have a Mufasa in every family, which means you're going to always have a wayward one. But if you're family, your ass need to just be loving hard. I also talked about I let people love me on their level. And where that comes from is that when you set expectation, that is the mechanism that drives a person crazy, because you want this from a person, you're not getting it from that person, and you feel like you deserve it from that person. That shit will drive you crazy. And so I had an epiphany, and which is a sudden realization. You know what? Nobody owes me shit. So if you love me, you love me. If you don't, you don't. If you love me a little, you're great. If you love me a lot, great. If you don't love me at all, all of it is fine. All of it is fine. And so, but when I was speaking at Major's funeral, and so because my nephew, so well known and looks like in the white community. I'm finding this out after looking at the pictures and things. And so it's all these white people there, and the kids, their schools, and just white people just everywhere. And I felt like I was zoned. Just in those 2 minutes, I was zoned. And you saw, I got it on one of my videos. It just flowed. And looking out at the audience, I'm making eye contact to people. My eyes, I'm darn when I was eyeballing everybody, you know. And I saw, white people, the Kleenex, they're crying, with the things that I said. But I really mean that. Life is just too short for bullshit. That's another reason why I'm so glad that I'm at home, because nobody will ever run me again. I found myself doing things that I'm really not me, like acting like I'm jealous of a female, and when I'm not. I was posting shit that's not even my nature, like, what are you calling him? Uh, what is it called? FaceTime. Is it FaceTime? Video. Because when you video somebody, you in their home, and that part of it is true. But on the real, I could give two fucks. But you know why I say that? It's because nobody's really yours. It's just your turn. But I was acting out in ways that just wasn't me. I really, look, you with somebody, they FaceTiming or same time as somebody, all on video and what have you, and even showing their ass, stripping for them and showing private parts and things. It's because you don't like it, don't mean that they don't want to do it. What are you saying, Lynn? People do what the fuck they want to do. If they are doing that, it's because they want to. If they are with somebody else, it's because they want to be. I told y'all, I don't call it cheating. I call it just doing what you want to do. And because when you use the term cheat, that's like you playing a game, and I ain't gonna play no game with my life. So I found myself doing things and saying things that wasn't even my nature. So let me set the record straight. I don't even think about women. And to the degree of, what does she have that I don't have? I don't understand. I don't do that. I don't do that. What does she have that I don't have? Nothing. She ain't got a goddamn thing that I don't have. What? I would never say, what do you see in her that you don't see in me? None of that. None of that. None of that. And so I was just reminiscing again, and I'm being true to myself. I found myself doing things just because of, I think I would say, the atmosphere that was being set. I mean, I damn near, I made, if I wanted to call my family, I'd go to the restroom, make a quick call to my family. Or I remember one time I was at the casino and I wanted to talk to my mom. And so I went in the bathroom. And I was sitting on the stool and I was talking to my mom. And so I just love my mom with my whole soul. I didn't realize how long I was in there, but I was talking to my mom. Do you not know I talked to my mom? I just got off the phone with her. To look at this time versus this time, my break. I just got off the phone with my mother. I talk to my mom every single day. I love my mother with my soul. And so I guess I was in there maybe, no, too long. But that's who I was talking to, my mom. And when I got back, I just can't be in a situation where, I'll put it like this. Let me just put it like this. I can't be in a situation where I'm changing 3 times to try to please a motherfucker, or scared to use the phone to call my family without,